don't know who's in charge at Hasbro for the character selection. Whoever is, I feel as if they need to be fired. You guys let me know in the comments. Do you think that Hasbro is doing a good job as far as character selection? Do you guys like to buy figures that you already have? Because basically what we have here is a 2-pack. We have Marvel's Claw, which I don't know why they don't just call him Claw, or better yet, they should just call him Satellite Dish, because that thing doesn't look like a claw to me. And then you have Shuri, which is a character that I definitely want, and I'm really excited to get in my collection. She's basically just a repaint of a figure that you already have with a few extra little parts. The Claw, on the other hand, is a character that you already have. So if you don't have Claw, I'm sure if you wanted him, you would have just went on eBay and picked one up, because they're not very expensive, and it's just the Claw. If you're going to give me another Claw, which I'm totally okay with, put him in a new costume. Give me a different version of the Claw. Give me the movie Claw. Give me the Claw where he's like in the street clothes, where he's got like the pork chops and whatever. Give me a different Claw other than the Claw that I already have. For 40 bucks, do you guys feel like you're getting your money's worth? Let's check it out. Okay, so you can see this Shuri standing just a little under 6 inches. The new Claw is a little bit above 6 inches, and the old Claw is slightly below. Alright, we'll go ahead and start with this Shuri figure. I actually really do like this figure. I love the character. Really excited to get this in my collection. Basically, it's just an action figure that you already have. You got a new cape on it, which I think the new cape is great. It's got like the classic kind of blue with the black stripes, so it kind of matches the other one that you already have. The boots are the same way. The boots are just painted on, of course. They're not going to give you any articulation here or sculpt any of that on. They're just going to basically repaint it, give it to you, and you're supposed to just be happy they have a Shuri. You give her a spear, which actually did a pretty good job on the paint on the spear. The spear looks really familiar though, but once again, just happy to have a Shuri. The cape does come off. It actually just kind of clips right on her shoulders right here, so that's pretty cool. If you want to display her without it, which is kind of a good idea because you don't get any movement at all with that thing on it. And the Shuri butt, well, I think they did a pretty good job on that for sure. The little necklace, nice little cool touch. I'm pretty sure that's new. I can't think of anybody that has that. The articulation on this thing, well, you already have at least 5 of these in collection, so we don't need to go over that at all. As far as this Claw goes, we'll go ahead and do a quick comparison. But before we do that, let me ask you guys one more question. When the good people at Hasbro reuse this magic effect, do you think it's like an inside joke? Do you think they all like chuckle and they're like, hey, let's throw on that magic effect once again to see how many times these suckers will buy this thing? Because this thing to me is almost like a slap in the face. Like, you can't give us even a new little magic effect. Like, let's be real. How much could this thing cost to sculpt? Like, so you just keep reusing it. I mean, it's a good magic effect. It was an amazing magic effect the first time they used it. It's definitely getting a little old. And now these two things side by side, I actually like the old one a lot more than I like the new one. I basically bought this 2-pack for that Shuri because I'm always excited to get a new character in my collection. I love the bright red on this old one a lot better. I like the purple better. The only thing I don't like about the old one is these weird balls at the hips, but that doesn't really matter to me because he's the Claw. I don't need Spider-Man articulation on the Claw. This one, they put butterfly joints on it, which is cool, but once again, it's the Claw. I love the Claw. I already had a really nice Claw. I didn't need another version of it. This one, the Satellite Dish, is a little bit different than the old one. This one's a little warped. Probably should heat that up, cool it down, see if I can get it straight. But it doesn't really matter because I'm just going to put it on the shelf right in front of this one. And as far as this Claw goes, the face this time around is pink. This one was flesh tone. I love like the little silver teeth in there. This one has kind of like sculpted lines on his cheekbones here. I think they did a great job on the head. It is a really good toy. If you guys didn't get one of these, if you missed out on it, or if you didn't feel like buying one on eBay because obviously you didn't feel as if you needed a Claw, because I don't think this guy goes for very much on eBay. Well, now you have this version, the blood red version. I still like this one better, so I'm really glad that I have it. As far as the rest of this action figure goes, it's basically one that you already have, and they put an ass on him too, apparently. So we don't need to go over the articulation. It's just exactly the same as a bunch of other ones that you already have. Here's the claw. Here's the Shuri 2-pack. As far as the collection goes, this is my claw collection. This is my Shuri collection. If you need a Shuri, you got to pick it up. If you need Shuri and claw, then you definitely got to pick it up. And if you don't like Shuri, then save your money.